Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin, we would like to start today's session with a prayer by our Fahid Ustad Anur Riza Anwar.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الفاتحة. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, praise be to Allah, Lord of the world, and the blessing and the peace be on your servant and your messenger, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and on his family and his companions. Ya Allah, we express our gratitude to you for allowing us to attend the Advances in Business Research International Conference, ABRIC 2022, this morning. Ya Hayyu Ya Qayyum, Ya Dzal Jalali wal Ikram. Please bless the noble objectives of the event and strengthen the collaboration between FBMUITM with Indonesia, Optum School, University Kuala Lumpur, Universitas Trisakti, Malaysia Alliance, as well as our sponsors, where ideas, expertise, learning experience, and knowledge can be exchanged among us. Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, grant us with the benefits, strengths, and the right effort to make all the appropriate actions on all subjects that we agree among us. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. تقبل الله منكم.
Thank you, Fahid Ustad Anur Riza, for the prayer. Ladies and gentlemen, we bring you on the second day another distinguished keynote speaker, Professor Dr. Asap Hermawan. Professor Asap has a degree in management from Universitas Padjadjaran, Bandung, a Master's of Science of Agricultural Development majoring in marketing for developing countries from State University of Ghent, Belgium, and has a Doctor of Business Administration majoring in marketing from Nova Southeastern University, Florida, United States of America. Professor Dr. Asap's research interests are in the area of service marketing and service management. Professor Asap Hermawan is a professor from the Faculty of Economics and Business, Universitas Trisakti. To name a few of his numerous research are consumer trust, shopping experiences in the digital market, celebrity endorser and purchase intention, and consumer intention, and behavior towards the use of non-plastic shopping bags in Jakarta. I now present to you Professor Dr. Asap Hermawan, recorded talk on consumer safety and protection in a digital space. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Asep Hermawan from Faculty of Economics and Business Universitas Trisakti, Jakarta, Indonesia. My speech today is regarding disruption in higher education. Is it possible? It will cover university and pandemic crisis, disruption at the crossroads, the innovator's dilemma, and the innovative university. At the Innovation and Disruption Symposium in Higher Education in 2017, Christensen specifically predicted that 50% of the 4,000 colleges and universities in the US will be bankrupt in 10 to 15 years. And then, based on updated figures from the National Student Clearinghouse Research Center in 2021, it showed that overall college enrollment fell to 16.2 million students at this spring, down more than 600,000 students from a year ago at the time. The reason, the first, because of the rising college costs, declining confidence in higher education, and the growing numbers of high-value alternatives. The possibility of official degrees losing importance and more emphasis on lifelong learning, micro and nano degrees, corporate universities, and the labor market as the ultimate certification body as case why, when, what, who, where to study look. Based on Andreas Kaplan in his book Higher Education at the Crossroad of Disruption, the University of 21st Century mentioned that universities have long been perceived as resistant to change, monolithic, and inflexible. This image has been shaken up with the pandemic crisis, compelling universities worldwide to move their entire curricula online, in many cases within a few days. Higher education impressively pivoted to be adaptable and flexible in an emergency. The sector transformation, however, has been ongoing for some time now. Its digitalization, general societal, economic, and ecological development have led to higher education institutions undergoing profound changes. Higher education is at the crossroad of disruption. The innovator dilemma. For most their history, according to Christensen, traditional colleges and universities have had no serious competition except from institutions with similar operating models. For the first time, through disruptive technology are at work in higher education as competitors are offering online courses and degrees. Perhaps you remember about the innovator dilemma. Several years ago, the Forbes magazine appeared with the title on the cover, Nokia 1 billion customers. Can anyone catch the cell phone king? At the moment, nobody was expecting that in 2018 we'll make Apple the world's first trillion-dollar company, and we can all agree that the emergence of iPhone changed the world we live in. Actually, there are many versions of how and why this could have happened with Nokia, but we'd be interested to see if this could happen to the higher education institution as well. It is believed that most interesting theory explaining above mentioned situation is provided by Christensen, a Harvard professor and businessman. In his famous study, The Innovator Dilemma, which deeply influenced Steve Jobs. In accordance with his theory, there can be two types of innovation: sustaining innovation and disruptive innovation. Nokia was definitely an innovative company, so they achieved success. The problem was that their innovation were sustaining only. They became so powerful that they believed the market was completely under their control. Maybe they even saw themselves as trendsetters, so determine where the market would go tomorrow. The appearance of the first iPhone with a touchscreen didn't alert them because it received a lot of negative reviews. The majority of consumers at the time was not ready to forget about the button instantly. And then we'll discuss about the innovative university. Too many universities still don't feel threatened by trends and phenomena that accelerated with the pandemic. Even universities with strong brands might be taken by surprise in the medium to long term. Corporations such as Coca-Cola and General Electric were equally surprised when the brand equity of Apple, Google, and Amazon overtook them in value. The truth is that universities will have to struggle not to lose their status and role in society. The question is, will they do so agile, or will they go kicking and screaming into the next century and beyond? Yeah, there are two short case study. The first is Georgia Tech University. GT served as prime example of a university that makes ample use of technological advances and the digital sphere for instruction. As early as 2013, GT began offering its MSc in computer science in 100% online option. The same program gave birth to the best-known artificial intelligence-based teaching assistant, Jill Watson, who responded to thousands of students. And then the second case is Aalto University. Not only instructional format will change, but degree program and course content will too as will be analyzed. Higher education will increasingly move from knowledge acquisition to skill development with a shift toward inter and multidisciplinary and a steady emphasis on society well-being. Aalto University is a public listed university in Espoo, Finland. They build a competitive advantage by combining knowledge from differing disciplines and through long-term partnership with the best university industry and the business world. Finally, the truth is that university will have to struggle not to lose their status and role in society. The question is, will they do so agile? Or will they go kicking and screaming into the next century and beyond, as I mentioned before? Yeah, there's a quote from Steve Jobs: innovation is the ability to see change as an opportunity, not a threat. Thank you so much for your attention.
Thank you, Professor Dr. Asif Karmawan, for the insightful information on disruption of university from the digital perspective. Your highlight on the case of other organizations are things that the higher education institution can learn from. So we will take a short break before we continue to the next session, I think perhaps we could go ahead and continue with the next session, which is the live paper presentation, the final live paper presentation that will be moderated by Dr. Muhammad Zulkifli Abdullah. Okay, we'll take a short break. See you guys in a short while.